Today is day 37, January 31st, 2021, and I have two realizations that I've been pondering that I want to share with you all. Number one is I realized there's me and the steward, and maybe the third mate, who used to be an SIU AB like myself and then took the AB to mate program with SIU. I'm not sure if he went through the program as an apprentice, because if he did, it was probably a long time ago. He's old, he's real old. But I know the steward went through the apprenticeship, and he was in like classes 200 something, and I was 818. I think he said he was like in the 200s, which that's years ago. So the third mate is a possibility, but me and the steward are the only confirmed SIU apprentices aboard this ship. And I wanted to share that realization with you all, because it seems, I promote SIU, the apprenticeship program, for the fact that it's free. You don't have to pay anything out of pocket besides, one, paying for your documents, which you already have to do. But the only thing you really have to pay for is a plane ticket there, and the cost, I think it's like $350 for the uniforms, which that's a whole set of work clothes for the first year of sailing. So little to no money out of pocket to go through the program. That's why I promote it, okay? But I still want to, mention that you don't have to go through the apprenticeship program. And I'm mentioning this because a lot of you are seeing, that there's a rumor of this waiting list, which I don't really think is necessarily a waiting list. But with the pandemic, maybe it is a waiting list, I don't know. There's also the fact that SIU isn't doing engine department currently, right now, as of January 31st, 2021. And some of you, you want to get into the maritime, but you don't think that SIU is the route you're going to take. And it doesn't have to be, okay? And that's why I'm sharing this with you. Me and the steward are the only confirmed apprentices I know of on this ship. As for all the other ABs, there's 6 ABs on here. 5, not including myself. None of them went through the apprenticeship program. They are all true hawse pipers that did all of their time as ordinary seamen and then moved up and became an AB. I consider myself a hawse piper, but not to the extent that I would say a true hawse piper, because I did one trip as an OS, and then I went and got my ABs. Where if you're starting from, if you go the route of paying for the classes yourself and not through the apprenticeship program, you're going to need to do about 320 plus another 60 in there, so basically like 420-day contracts before you're eligible for your AB. And now, that's, if you're doing that, you could be sailing as an OS for like 2 to 3 years. 2 years if you're really hustling, 3 years if you're doing it casually. And that has brought me to the other realization I want to share with you all is, some of you have asked how old I am and how how long I've been sailing. Okay, I haven't been making these videos very long, and I haven't been sailing very long. So I did my first OS trip in 2017. So that's 2017 to 2018. 18 to 19, 19 to 20, 20 to 21. That's 4 years of sailing, right? 17 to 21, and we're rolling into 21 right now. Now, in this time, I did an OS trip in 2017. I did my first AB trip in 2018, at the end of 2018. My second AB trip, let's do this on the other hand. Alright, 4 years. So I did my first OS trip, 2017. My first AB trip at the end of 2018. My second AB trip in the beginning of 2019. And then my third AB trip, 2020, last year during the pandemic. And now I'm currently doing my 5th contract, 4th as an AB. It's 5 contracts in 4 years. No, I wouldn't even dare to consider myself a seasoned sailor whatsoever. Okay, even guys that have been sailing for 20 years, if you really think about that. I've done 5 contracts, really 4 contracts as an AB in the past 4 years. It's like a contract a year, and I wouldn't consider myself a, salty, seasoned sailor. And I've been sailing for 4 years. And with that as well, what I share with you all is what I have been learning, what I've been taught, and what I've been learning, and what I've been personally experiencing in my past going on 4 years of sailing. Okay? And, a lot of you ask, you always want to know exactly how much money I make. Day to day, month to month, year to year. And I keep telling you that I'm not going to share those numbers. I'm going to on my Patreon exclusive account. The link will be down below. But I never felt comfortable sharing those numbers. And that's not because I'm ashamed of it. It's not because I'm trying to be humble about it, okay? But it's also, I'm not trying to brag about it either. I'm not scared to tell you what it is. It's just that I'm not comfortable giving you a number that I don't have to give you technically. Okay, so let's rewind it and look at where I've been with this. In the past 4 years, I've done 5 contracts. We're gonna take out that OS contract that I had. And that OS contract and my first 3 AB contracts were all on the same ship for the same company. Now, how many times have I told you the paycheck is going to be different company to company, ship to ship, contract to contract. So I might tell you what I've made in the past 3 years I've been sailing, but it's not going to be accurate because I've only been with one company on one ship. This is my second company, second ship I've been to in the past 4 years. Some sailors will go 20 years and only be the bosun on here had been on here for nearly 17 years. 17 years on one ship. Okay? But I'm just not... I don't want to mislead you. I don't want to mislead any of you, okay? So that's why if, you're really interested, you want to pay to play, in my exclusive Patreon account, I will be breaking down what I make month to month on these contracts. But I'm not going to share it with everyone to get your hopes up or, to make you think whatsoever. Because I'll tell you right now, there's definitely going to be some sailors that are coming straight out of the program talking about how much money they make, when how many times have I told you that it's not about the money? And if you think, I'm just going to put a number out there, if you think a sailor comes out and says, oh, I'm making $5,000 a month, it's like, oh, okay, so you sail, how many months did you sail? Oh, I sailed 6 months out of the year and I made $5,000 a month. Well, it's like, okay, well, that $5,000 a month for 6 months, but there's 12 months in a year, so you have to divide that, what you made per month, because you had to make it last for the whole year. So that $5,000 a month you made is actually $2,500 a month. So, what do you... There's going to be some guys that, when I was in the apprenticeship program, there's plenty of people that I heard AVs were going to make $8,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month. But are you working 12 months out of the year? No, you're not. Okay? I mean, you can. Some of you can. Some of you might want to do that. Some of you might want to have no home life. Some of you, don't have a reason to be home. A lot of single guys might just want to sail all year long. I've met some people that sail 9 months straight, take like 2 months off, and then go back to sailing again. And if you do that, yeah, you can make boku bucks. But I'm not going to share those numbers, because to me, it's just not accurate. Okay? My current numbers wouldn't be an accurate... I don't want to mislead any of you. I don't want to give you information that I'm not comfortable sharing with you, because it could possibly be misleading information. So, I tell you at the same time, the things that I share with you all, take it with a grain of salt. What I say isn't carved in stone. This is just half of it is my opinions. The other half is just stuff that I've come along with. So, that's what I got for day 37. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope... I don't know. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next one.